Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 5 of Season 2 of our Force India career mode. And today we have the Tondela GP in Portugal, which is one of Fernando's favourite tracks. So hopefully we're going to get a good result out of him today. But yeah, since the last episode we've made a brand new suspension and fitted that straight onto Sergio's car. It's, you know, slightly better in performance than Fernando's, but ultimately has got the reliability. And we're bringing in another one at the moment for Fernando's car, and that should be available in 3 days' time. Yeah, I mean, there's a week between Grand Prix this time, which is going to be... Sorry, is there? I don't know. Maybe it's 2 weeks. Never mind, let's get into it. We've done all of the soft tyre stuff. It stays the same every Grand Prix. We've fitted the parts to the car and we're looking good for this Grand Prix. Yeah, Sergio Perez came to us in between episodes asking for love advice, and you know, being a love guru and all that myself, then you know, he was asking should he settle down. He's getting to an age, he's found a girl but she's not perfect, but he does like her, or should he find somebody else? So I went, you know, go with your heart, and he decided to marry the woman, and now he's quite happy for the next few weeks apparently. So yeah, feedback 20 for both of them in this Grand Prix, which will be good. We'll simulate the session and hopefully we'll see a bit of a performance spike for Fernando in this Grand Prix, but we'll just have to see, won't we? I mean, both of them have come through with decent laps there straight away. Fernando slightly quicker than Sergio Perez. As it stands, they've now switched tyres. We're looking good on qualifying trim. Race trim we're looking decent at. And we've got decent levels for soft, medium and hard tyres, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so there's the end of practice. I didn't see where people ended up, but Fernando in 5th and Sergio in 8th. I tell you what, we would settle for that in today's qualifying session. So around Spain we're hoping for a big Fernando Alonso performance today, in front of his home crowd. And yeah, that'll be really good. So we'll do that, and nah, it's nothing. I thought we may have the super overtake button for Fernando, but we don't. So yeah, right. So yeah, he wants a more top speed car. He's quite happy with that. He wants, yeah, so basically the middle for that. And a car more suited to top speed, so maybe just a little bit more, and then we want that bang in the middle. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Yeah, happy with that. And the downforce stays the same. Brilliant. So Perez can do that. How's Fernando looking in terms of stuff? Yeah, he wants a bit more acceleration. Who can blame him? He's quite happy with that though. But his downforce is very poor apparently, so we'll put 17 and then hopefully 27 as well. 27.5, 17.5. Yeah. Need that just a smidge harder like that. Yeah, so we'll do that. And here we go, let's get into qualifying. I'm excited for this. Brand new parts on the car. I think we're looking good. We'll send Fernando out first, why not? We'll get him out there and hopefully get him a good start. We'll send Perez just out behind him, and hopefully we'll get that extra few tenths from Fernando as he sees his home crowd on this game, of course. Yeah, so everything goes up S02. All of his stats, which makes him pretty much into the perfect driver for this Grand Prix, which is exactly what we need. Perez has got some good track space as well, but we'll keep an eye on Fernando as he's coming around the final couple of turns. Hopefully he's not going to be in too much traffic. He's managed to find a little gap. Perez is in traffic though. We'll cut to Perez now. He's battling with a Red Bull. Oh, that's not what we wanted. It looks like the weather is going to hold. Oh, is it? It is going to get wetter, so this is the lap, and it's going to count, and Fernando Alonso is currently leading on the track just before the rain hits. So, yeah, here comes Fernando Alonso round the final turn. Fernando Alonso goes quickest. Currently, where does Perez fit in? He goes second, 7/10 slower than Fernando. Giovinazzi goes slightly quicker than Fernando. The rain is coming though, and it's going to start any minute now. There it is. We've got the drivers in 4th and 6th at the moment. Hamilton's probably going to come through and smash fastest lap. He's coming around the final turn now, and he goes pole. Vettel's got a lap in as well. Most people are going to get a lap in, which is slightly unfortunate, I guess. But, well, actually, people aren't going quite as quick as expected. So that's 6th and 8th at the moment, guys, which would be absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Perez hasn't got a clean lap in yet, and I don't think he's going to manage to get one. This rain looks like it's here to stay for the rest of the session. So Fernando Alonso qualifying 6th. That's a really, really good performance from him. He wants to go out for another lap, but he's not going to. Just going to keep him in. Yeah, 6th and 8th for this Grand Prix then. Much better than the 10th and 14th that we had last time out. Lewis Hamilton has took another pole position this season. Daniel Ricciardo in 2nd. Sebastian Vettel an impressive 3rd for Williams. Raikkonen 4th. Giovinazzi 5th. Alonso in 6th. Castroneves in 7th. He's had a good season so far. And Perez in 8th. Julian Palmer and Nico Hulkenberg will round out the top 10. Gianni is qualified 11th for McLaren, which is a good result for them. Kvyat in 12th. Bottas all the way down in 13th, just in time his lap. Verstappen down in 14th. Kobayashi yet again off the rear of the field in 15th. Ericsson 16th. Pagano 17th. Urrutia 18th. Power 19th. And Pascal Wehrlein in 20th. So, yeah. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Although cars are out there, and it is drying up. I guess people could have improved maybe if they were on the drier tyres, but they didn't, and that is just a thing with hindsight, I guess. But there you have it. That is going to be qualifying. I've already read out what the order is. It hasn't changed one bit. So Lewis Hamilton on pole, we already know that. Alonso 6th, that, and Perez in 8th. That is the main news and the main thing that we have to take from today. And now going into the Grand Prix tomorrow, we'll just have to see what the weather's like. But I think the harder setup is probably the way to go. Don't know. I really don't know. I mean, how many laps is it? Does it say anywhere? I don't think it says anywhere, does it? Is there anywhere? 15 laps. I've just seen it. Right. So, well, race trim we're definitely going to go for. Soft tyres maybe. Yeah, I guess everybody else will probably be going out there on soft, so we might as well go with that strategy, and we'll push them from the start. Fernando will hope for a mega first lap from him. and get into it. So here we go. This is the grid. Who's the highest person on anything other than softs? Danny Kvyat on hards in 12th. Valtteri Bottas as well. So Bottas is somebody that we're going to have to watch out for. But we're getting ready for the lights at the Spanish, or the Tondela Grand Prix. Alonso away at the start of this Grand Prix. Very good start for him and Sergio. But Alonso is really pushing and could get up to third by the end of this first lap if he keeps going the way he is. Perez up to 5th as well. What a start from the Force India boys of Sergio and Fernando. We're now closing in on Sebastian Vettel for 3rd place. Alonso and Vettel, big rivals, remember, from the early 2010s, you know, competing for virtually every championship early on when Fernando was at Ferrari. But they've both moved on a lot since then. Vettel actually replaced Alonso at Ferrari, remember. Perez currently in 6th place, so he's slotted in behind Kimi Raikkonen. And Fernando Alonso coming round the final corner of the first lap, and I think we can be pretty pleased with that. Alonso does let Raikkonen through, but overall a good first lap there. So let's increase the speed. Perez is overtook Fernando now, although Fernando back through, and he's having a look at Kimi Raikkonen. Wow, we sandwiched Raikkonen there and sandwich again. Oh my word, that was tight. But 5th and 6th I would be very happy with today if we could hold on to that. So how the parts looking? Fernando's looking absolutely fine, and well, Perez is looking good for probably the first time this season. You know, obviously we've been focusing on the reliability of Alonso a lot after he retired from the first couple of Grand Prix. Perez currently struggling to hold off Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi in 7th, who has been passed now. Giovinazzi quick at this phase of the race. Don't know whether he's, you know, pushing. Yes, we can't really. Oh no, we can see that information apparently. Yeah, so Kimi Raikkonen currently pushing. Fernando Alonso in 5th. He's still not too far behind Vettel. He's sticking with him and hoping to take these tyres just a little bit longer than Vettel probably. Vettel currently pushing the car a little bit more than we are, and we're sticking with him, which is good to see. Giovinazzi in 6th place, Perez in 7th, holding off Bottas in 8th, who's on the hard tyres. He could go long into this Grand Prix. So we're now starting lap 5. And you know, tyre wear will start to become an issue. Alonso now being closed in by Giovinazzi in 6th place, but Alonso managing to hold him off just for now. We're still only 10 seconds off the lead at this stage of the Grand Prix, which is really testament to how effective the start was and getting into this clean air. We'll keep an eye on this weather. It doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, so Perez has just been passed by Valtteri Bottas and also by Castroneves, and now he's looking like he's going to get passed by Hulkenberg, so that's not good. Might bring Perez in this lap. He seems to be struggling, so put him on to the medium tyres, and we'll, I mean, his parts are looking okay. We'll go with that, and we'll attack him till the end of the lap. So Fernando currently in 5th, looking good in clean air. This would be a really good result. Perez should be using the rest of these tyres to good effect. He's going to be coming in early, obviously. And here he comes into the pit lane. So move him down to medium and push. And that should get Perez till the end of the Grand Prix. Trying to overtake Will Power, Team Penske of course. So Perez up to 18th now. Alonso in 5th, looking very good. Giovinazzi coming in this lap. Maybe it's time to bring Fernando in as well. So we'll attack him and overtake, and we'll bring him in and we'll fit him onto the medium tyres. and that should keep him going till the end of the race. Let's have a look at his parts. His gearbox is looking a little bit shaky, but I think it should manage to make it to the end of the Grand Prix as long as we're careful and we keep an eye on it. So Fernando coming round into the pit lane now, and we'll put him on that, and he's away, and hopefully ahead of Giovinazzi he is, and Alonso away in 11th place. Perez not too far behind in 15th, but obviously did lose a bit of time towards the end of the last stint for some reason or other. Alonso in clean air, which is really, really important. And he's saying his gearbox isn't in the best of shape, which is a bit of a shame. We may have to put him down onto low again and just nurse his car to the finish. But he should have a good enough gap to the likes of Castroneves and Giovinazzi is well down the field now. So we're hoping that Alonso can get it to the end. He's closing in on Kimi Räikkönen as it stands. Perez up to 11th. We've got 7 laps remaining. He's closing in on Paganao. But obviously there's a lot of people who haven't pit yet. Who was Alonso jumped? It's difficult to tell because he's going to go up to 4th once Bottas has pitted, which is odd. The gearbox isn't looking good for Fernando Alonso. I'm wishing I'd done something about that now. We'll move that down to neutral. Keep Perez going because he's looking okay. So Perez passed by. I assume it must have been Ricciardo that we passed in the pit stop. So Fernando Alonso in 5th, all on his own, but Castroneves probably will pass him before the end of the Grand Prix now that we've got that gearbox issue. But hopefully Fernando can bring it home. 6th place would definitely be a good result. I don't know if we'll finish ahead of Bottas. Yeah, he's not happy at all, is he? He's not a happy bunny. We'll try and keep him going till the end of the race. I don't think bringing him in now is the best idea. Perez currently up to 8th, so he's made strategy work quite well. And he's up to 6th now, so yeah, Alonso 4th, Perez in 6th. This would be a really good bulk of points if we could get the car to the finish. I mean, he's holding off Castroneves at the moment, but surely Castroneves is going to make a pass soon. Yeah, we've got 3 laps to go. Come on, Fernando, hang in there. Perez in 6th now. Front wing looking a bit bad, so is the gearbox. So maybe the gearbox is the next part of the car that we need to look at and try and make that a little bit more reliable. So Verstappen is just behind, Ricciardo and Verstappen. So Perez down to 8th now, but shouldn't really be troubled by Jolyon Palmer unless we have another issue. So we're going to move that down to that. And Fernando Alonso still in 4th as it stands, but he has got a little bit slower. Castroneves has got past us, but as I say, I don't think Ricciardo's going to quite have enough to get to us. But having said that, he is closing in at a very fast rate. Yeah, Alonso really struggling now. Yeah, Alonso's front wing is gone, so Alonso's gonna just have to nurse it home to the finish now. Goodness me, I think Alonso's gonna finish outside the points. This is really sad to watch, and Perez is, oh, what has happened here? Oh well. I haven't learnt my lesson. You just can't run them till the end of the Grand Prix. I mean, we've ultra conserved this race as well, and we've still had reliability issues. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And we're going to finish well down the field. We'll be lucky if we don't finish the bottom two, to be quite honest with you. I think we are going to finish the bottom two. Perez actually coming round, he finishes 15th, but Alonso is going to finish 18th. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix then. Not good enough. Really not good enough, and we could very well find ourselves without a job soon. You know, we want a good recovery drive today, and we finished 15th and 18th. We were 4th and 6th at one point in that race. So it's not the pace that's the issue. It is reliability that needs to be looked at. Still 9th in the championship. We'll just see how things go. I'm assuming the GMA are happy with all of the cars and stuff. There you go. Yeah, the chairman is very unhappy. Oh, the stats are going down. Stats went down massively there. I don't particularly know why. 200%. It's a lot. So 13th and 15th in the championship at the moment. That is terrible. Wow. Oh dear. So Hamilton on pole, of course. Fernando listening off as again. Yeah, and that is going to be the end of that. Obviously, we've got a new suspension coming, which will be in place in the next few hours, and then we'll try and get a gearbox, because that looks like the next thing that we need to sort out. But anyway, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot for me and for the channel. And yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.